lot of people find it difficult making their buttonholes using this buttonhole foot. So in this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to make use of it. Right here, I'm using the Brother machine, the CS7205 model. So right before we start, let us remove the foot we have here already. So if you look behind here, you would see a black button. All you have to do is just press on it and this comes falling off, and I'll just put this aside. So before we replace it with the buttonhole foot, I'm going to quickly bring the fabric I'll be using and the button as well. So this is the size of button I'll be making use of for this illustration. So let's say that this is where we actually want the button hole to be. I'll be placing the button right there. I'm marking out, just make a mark right here, okay? So this indicates where the hole starts, okay? Having done that, I'll bring back this foot. I'll bring back the foot. So if you look right here, you could see this stuff here can actually pull out and go in again. So I'll pull it out. This can actually take up to 1 inch size of button, but since we are using this size, I would just quickly put this here and snap it back, okay, putting the button in place. So what does this do? This actually helps the machine to know the size of buttonhole it will be making, okay? If it's a bigger buttonhole, if it's a bigger button size rather, it will make a bigger size. If it's a smaller one like the one we are using right now, it will make a smaller size of hole. So having done this, so you can see this iron here, more like a ridge or something. This is where we'll be snapping this into, okay? So I'll put this right back. I'll put this right back. So all we just have to do is, okay, did you hear the click sound? It snaps together. So I'll lift up the presser foot, and for this thread you can just put it one side here. If you don't want to put it one side, you can also put it just right into this place. Usually I just leave it outside, but for the purpose of the illustration, I'll just put it here. Okay, so just making sure that my button is in place, and then I'll bring the fabric. Remember the mark we made right here, and then I will just put it here, and then let me bring this camera close to show you something. You will see that this has a red mark. This buttonhole here has a red mark, so make sure that you align this red mark with that mark you already made on the fabric, okay? So I'm just going to align this, making sure that it's aligned, and I'll bring the presser foot down. So before I start sewing, first of all, I'm going to change the setting of this machine. So right here, I'm going to be changing the machine setting, okay? And right here, this is the stitch I want to be using, this one here, 38. Okay, so to get that, what I need to do is to make sure that this green light here, hold on a bit, this green light here is actually matching to this one, which is this, okay? So what I will do now is to go right here and set 38. Okay, so this is 38, and this is what we'll be using, the setting we'll be using for the buttonhole. So I've set the stitches for the buttonhole, and then all you just have to do, okay, before you start sewing, make sure you bring this, you can see this here, this is what tells the machine that it's in the buttonhole mode, okay? If you don't bring this down and you try to sew, it's going to give you an error a raw sound. Okay, so make sure you bring this and it aligns behind this white stuff right here. Okay, so make sure it goes behind it right here, and then you start sewing. That's it. The machine do the rest of the job. So when you're done, all you have to do is lift up your presser foot and then lift this back up to where it came from. Raise up your needle and bring this out. Cut off your thread, and that's it. This is the other side of it. Oh, this is the other side of it. This is the other side. Okay, so all you have to do is to take your seam ripper to open this up. What you just have to do is just, okay, go ahead and open this up. You can use any other thing that is convenient for you, but the seam ripper is much more easier. And that's it for this video. So this is the button we'll be placing here. I'll bring it out, and this is where it goes. This is the exact size of the button. Okay, the exact size. Okay, thank you for watching.